Baker Mayfield versus the Los Angeles Chargers, and then Kyler Murray versus the New England Patriots. These are probably going to be an issue for you because you look at it on surface, both dynamic, both in the top 12, I believe, this year. Maybe Kyler's not. Maybe he's just on the outside, but he is up there. It's definitely startable. So again, Justin, I'm gonna start with you. I always start with you first. Who are we starting this week? Baker Mayfield versus the Chargers or Kyler Murray versus the Patriots in your wild card matchup? Who are you putting all the marbles on?
This is tough. This is tough. I want to preface this with Josh picked the matchups this week. I did not pick the matchups. I asked him what he thought, and he did it. So, however, I do have Baker and Kyler in a league. This is a real scenario for me right now. So, I'm looking at this. Kyler is not doing as well as Baker over the last 3 weeks. Baker has put up 52 points over the last 3 weeks, whereas Kyler's put up 48.5. So by not doing as well, like we're talking minimally here. However, Kyler is projected more against New England. He's going up against a team that allows more points to the quarterback position, but he's not playing a team that he's going to have to like really outscore the Patriots. You don't really have to necessarily outscore them to beat them. You could just beat them. Whereas the Chargers have been hot, they've been doing well. They can either have a really big game, which I'm expecting Justin Herbert to actually have a pretty big game this week. Since it's going up against Tampa, they're gonna. We know Buccaneers games; they have to be high scoring, and that's why I am going to take Baker Mayfield this week over Kyler Murray.
So we have some people in the chat. Craig specifically he has Mayfield versus Herbert, which if that was the showdown, it'd be Herbert for me. No doubt.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyone scores a bajillion points against the Buccaneers. Gosh, but Baker's so good. Like I'll go through it real quick. So Baker is obviously really great this year. He averages 20.9 fantasy points per game.
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
All right, this is what he does. Baker's just an all-star this year. There's no hate for Baker. No more hate videos, I promise. On the other hand, you have Kyler Murray, who averages 17.8 fantasy points per game, which is 13th best. So it is outside the top 12, but they're playing a much easier defense. The Chargers only allow 16 fantasy points a game to the quarterback position. Are they playing scrubs? Are they playing Aiden O'Connell? Are they playing just Will Levis every week? No. Here's their last four opponents, their last four quarterbacks they've played. Mahomes last week, 210 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Pretty substandard week for Patrick Mahomes. Week before that, Kirk Cousins, 245 yards, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Shut him down pretty well. We can all agree. Before that, they played Lamar. That Lamar, MVP Lamar, 177 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 rushing yards. That's it, just 15 rushing yards, but he did get a rushing touchdown, so his day was saved. But the one outlier, Joe Burrow himself, 356 yards, 3 touchdowns. So it takes the act of Joe Burrow to actually overcome with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all those weapons out there. I don't know if Baker's on the level of these. I'll say 3 out of the 4 because Kirk, I think he's on the level of Kirk. The Chargers will shut down every single quarterback they've played this year. Like they're pretty good. I'm not going to pick Baker in this situation the first time in a long time. And I'm not hating on Baker. I'm really not. I'm just thinking Kyler Murray. You said he doesn't have to do a lot against the Patriots, and that's true. It really is true. But he does get the rushing upside. He has more. This is the second most rushing yards in his career so far, and there's still seasons. There's still games to go. He has 444 currently. His career high is 819 back in 2020. He's not going to hit that, but he is rushing the ball a lot more rather than he used to, thankfully. He has 6 out of the 13 weeks he's played has been a top 12 quarterback. 3 weeks, though, outside the top 24, so that's concerning. He's either like boom or bust. The remaining 4 weeks where he's kind of in the middle, he averages quarterback 18 on the week. So more likely than not, he's going to finish outside the top 12, even outside the top 15 if you look at the averages. But I do think that the Patriots are just a much worse team, much worse. And the Cardinals are playing for something, so are the Buccaneers. But the Cardinals can win their division, and they haven't done that in a while, I feel like. I feel like everyone had them as a bottom team in that division. I'm just feeling Kyler, Trey McBride, and Marvin Harrison this week. I love Baker, don't get me wrong, but against that defense, Baker's prone to making mistakes. This is very, very, very important, what I'm about to say. according to Player Profiler, and looks like I'm alone now because Justin's gone. It's fine. Justin left the stream. I don't know how to fix anything, so just bear with me while we have a blank space. He's back. Baker Mayfield is living dangerously. He's a dangerous quarterback. He's a man. Am I the one that's out?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
It was me.
Okay.
I'm the problem.
Okay. As always. So Baker Mayfield does like to live life on the edge. Therefore, according to Player Profiler, and I'm going to reference him because this is where these numbers are coming from, he has the second most danger throws in the NFL, in the second most interceptable balls in the NFL. He is slinging the ball, but kind of like the Brett Favre, Jameis Winston type way, the ball's just bouncing his way almost every single time. The Chargers do like to turn the ball over. They just picked off Kirk 4 times in a row. Let's see if that happens to Baker this week. Let's just see. I'm just rolling the dice, and I'm going, Baker's going to make more mistakes than Kyler will, and Kyler has that rushing upside. So that's why I'm going Kyler versus the Patriots.